Well, here he is, slick, handsome, and boy, can this man fight. And we're glad to have him over here. I think it's the first time we've had you live with us on talkSPORT. We've spoken for many years. Right, music, first of all.
Yep.
You play the piano, you play the guitar, don't you? So, if you were putting a band together, say a man band or a boy band, what kind of music would it be? Who'd be the front man? Who'd be the pianist? Who'd be the guitarist? And who'd be on drums? And they're all boxers.
And they're all boxers. That's crazy.
Come
all
on,
right.
drums.
First of all, we're doing metal. It has to be metal. I'm a
Metal,
metal guy.
yeah,
That's the energy I bring.
AC/DC style.
Harder than that.
Oh, harder. Okay.
Harder, yeah.
Oh, you like thrash, do you?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
got
for
you.
sure.
Nice,
You know, yeah.
nice.
I like the heavy stuff.
Okay,
so
cool.
I'll be playing the guitar.
Okay.
I choose the rhythm, just because I can't do the crazy solos just yet. But let's see. I think I'll pick Deontay Wilder as a vocalist because I feel like he has that energy.
Ooh, okay.
He has that energy.
Bomb Squad.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, he has.
I think you got to put him in the band by the time.
Only boxers. Only boxers.
Only boxers. Yeah. No, but he has that energy. He really does.
He does,
I feel
and
like
he's a front man, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He is. You know what? I think I'll have to double as the pianist as well, because there's people who do.
All right, so someone's going to switch over with you as well.
Switched over.
Who's
I
got
will
those
switch
fingers?
over.
Who's got those fingers?
Who got the fingers? I don't know. I think that's
Shakur.
Shakur. You know what? Shakur. He's very how do I say? He has a high IQ. He learns a lot. You know, when we're
He's slick, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. When we were at the press conference, he was literally watching Lomachenko. He was studying him. That's what he does. He learns. That's what he was doing. He wasn't even paying attention to the press conference. He was learning as we were there.
Drums.
Usyk. That's literally who I was going to say.
I just know he'd be a great drummer.
Yeah.
I was going to go Canelo.
Oh.
I was going to go Canelo because I think that he'll be a good drummer as well.
No, I'll pick Canelo.
Drummers are lunatics, yeah, and Usyk's a lunatic.
Mate, what did you see Canelo at the awards? That guy's crazy as well.
Not in the same way as Usyk for me.
Usyk the drummer. That you stole the words out of my mouth. What else we got?
What a band.
I don't know what other roles do we have. I mean, the bass guitarist is just a guitarist. The strings. I mean,
another guitarist then who?
Another guitarist. Let's see. I'll pick Crawford.
There you go.
Crawford.
Yeah. You got a pretty good band together there, my friend.
Oh yeah.
Right, and finally on the music, before I let Spencer ask you a few questions, that I've urged you for ages. I think it might have been it was either an interview on my podcast or I think it might have been for our Fight Night, a live show on talkSPORT. I would love you as a stunt to play the piano at the end of one of your fights, where you take the gloves off and they bring the piano into the ring and you play the piano. Surely Turkey can get that organised, because he seems to be able to organise everything else.
I think that we can.
Would you do it?
I would do it.
Wow.
I already know what song I'm going to play. It might be a little sad for, it's a Moonlight Sonata. I love that. It's a beautiful song. It's a beautiful song. The first movement, I can't play the other movements. They're too hard.
We're going to send the video to His Excellency's people.
Listen, you're planting seeds, mate, and we know, as we know with Riyadh season, Turkey Al Sheikh, and what's going on in Saudi, anything is possible. Imagine that.
Go on, you do some.
Yeah, well, look, firstly, I want to ask you, how are you finding London?
I love the city, man.
Yeah.
The people are so nice. Everyone's telling me have a lovely day. I'm like, thank you.
Really? You must have met some people that I've never seen before out there. That's not crazy. Yeah, no, brilliant. But obviously, February 22nd, Israil Madrimov, what a fight that is. I mean, that is possibly the fight that people are talking about that could steal the show.
That's what I'm thinking too. It's a great fight on paper. He just had a great fight against Crawford.
He pushed him.
He did really well. He did really well. That's not even though he lost, that's not a performance you can be ashamed of.
No.
He
lost a majority decision.
Yeah. He did great.
I mean, come on.
I thought he did great.
Yeah. So that leads me into my next question of why him right now? Is that a fight that you chose? Is it a fight that Turkey chose? How did it come about?
So we were going to fight Boots, right? The fight fell through or whatever. So I'm like, okay, so am I still fighting on the card or whatever? It was kind of up in the air. And then I get a call from my dad. He's like, would you fight Madrimov? I'm like, yeah, I would.
Wow.
It's a great fight. And the reason I say yeah is for a reason that people wouldn't think of. It's because he's a hard fighter.
That's old school.
Can we talk about
That's
Boots
old
a minute?
school.
Can we go back to that Boots fight?
Yeah.
Because there was a bit of discrepancy over an argumentation between you both as well. It's a fight we all really want to see whatever it is, 40-odd fights between you undefeated.
Yeah.
Do you feel that he's avoiding you? I mean, I'm not trying to cut the cat among the pigeons here, but there are arguments about weight and all of those kind of things, aren't there?
I don't think that he's the one avoiding me. I think that there's someone on the team that is lying.
Okay, as big as that.
I think that there's someone lying on the team, but as far as it's because us as boxers, we're not the ones negotiating. We're not communicating. We have managers for a reason, and I'm not even saying it's his manager. There's so many people that kind of come into play. I can't say who it is because I don't know who it is. But the only thing I know is that on our side we said yeah, and it was just a simple yeah.
Final win on this, and I'll let you go. Do you think you'll fight him at some point then?
I believe so. Okay. I believe so. That's just a fight. It's a fight that has to happen. Yeah. It has to happen.
You're talking about great fights, and that is a great fight, but you've chose the next great fight in Madrimov, who is coming off, as you said, that performance against Terence Crawford. You go, there was easier options for Vergil Ortiz out there if he chose that, but you chose that fight. That tells me something like an old school throwback fighter where you go, I only want to box the best. Like we're in a position here where there was other easier options for you on the 22nd, but you chose that yourself. I've got to salute you for that, my friend.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's just I'm a very competitive person. It motivates me in the training camps when I know I have a hard fight ahead of me. It keeps me focused, and I know that a lot is on the line, but that's how I like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It gets the adrenaline pumping.
You feed off that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a short and sweet trip for you to London, the awards, the Ring Magazine Awards. You've got to go and catch a plane shortly, so you've got to run off. Final question for you. Tell me about your thoughts about the paradigm shift with the Saudi Arabians investing in boxing, and obviously you're making the move over there. You're very much an American star. Do you think what's happening over there will help bounce back and make boxing bigger in America again as well?
I think so, because the Saudis are really the foundation of the whole boxing thing is people want to get paid, right? But and I don't think anyone is really scared of anybody. I think is like, okay, you want me to do this great risk? Well, I'm gonna make the reward match the risk or whatever. And I do think people want to get paid more than they should, but I think the Saudis are like, okay.
Yeah, but promoters are now working together. But everyone's coming under the DAZN umbrella.
They're recreating modern legacies.
I was getting to that too. Okay. So yeah, it's making everyone just it's kind of becoming one again. It's kind of being like the golden times.
Unity,
like the 70s and the 80s, where everyone was fighting each other, where no one cared about losing.
Modern legacies and eras, and that's what they're recreating, and that's what we get, and that's what they get. The boxing fans, that the best fighting, the best of politics out of the sport. What a great time to be in it.
Exactly, and the legends, they all had losses. They all had losses to each other, but we still respect them. So why can't we do that today? And that's what we're doing. We
want longer with you, but you got to run. It's lovely to see you, my friend.
Thank you. Nice seeing you guys.
Yeah, great seeing you, my man. Best of luck on the 22nd.
Thank you so much.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app, and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.